misery could be coming to the league, the Premier League, because Arsenal have just reached the Champions League final. For us fans that are not fans of Arsenal, all the big clubs and the rivals to them, it's the worst 2 days ever for them, for us. Because if you're Chelsea, if you're Tottenham, you're Palace, if you're any of those teams. For Chelsea and Tottenham, the most Liverpool, even stupid Man United, I hate them. All of them need to look at this. This is scary. This is definitely a scary moment in the league. We could be on the verge of seeing like the Champions League. They were carried through the entire Champions League, and let me explain why. Because they gave them the most easiest fixtures ever. They gave them the easiest fixtures, and that's why they made it to the final. If they would have had the other type of fixtures, they would not have been there. I guarantee they would not have been there. If they would have been given one of those other teams, if they were on the other side of the bracket, they would have been gone. They would have been gone already. Like last season, the PSG is knocking out easily. That's what would have happened tonight. But they on the verge of a Champions League final. It's shocking because they were given Sporting, they were given Atletico, they were given um, Leverkusen, I believe, in the round 16. They had the easiest fixtures. Bayern, PSG, all those teams had harder fixtures than them. PSG or Bayern would have to win that final. Not, it would be the most nightmare season ever. Not just for stuff, but now not winning the Champions League. It's bad enough with the league already. That's really bad. But the Champions League is like the worst. That is a nightmare. That is hell. If you're one of the other rival teams watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. If you're from over there in England, or you're just one of the rival teams, or maybe you're somewhere else, or you just support them in the country, it's not just saying it's all around the world. But if you're into it, you know what I'm talking about here. This is scary. This is scary. They can't win this. This is an insult. But PSG or Bayern out of my pick, I don't know which one would be better. I kind of have to, even though Bayern's been really good, I still have doubts. Arsenal could get the better of them. Maybe PSG, but there's no other team that's been a back-to-back champion other than Real Madrid. The only other back-to-back champion other than them was so many years ago. I believe in the 90s of AC Milan. So the odds would be against them. See, it's hard to pick a team here. They could have a big chance of winning this. Maybe my pick, if I had to pick one to go to the final, I probably would go with Bayern. Because I don't know. Because usually teams can't go back to back. Because in history, they've had bad luck. Freaking Man U in the 2000s, and then in 2011, they lost. Well, no, 2011 doesn't count, but 2009 they lost the final. And that would have been almost a back to back. So see, it didn't work out for them. Um, Trying to think any other team. Oh, Liverpool. Liverpool could have did it. Well, Liverpool did it back in the day, but that was a long time ago. That doesn't count. But 2018, 2019, They didn't get it in 2018. They could have won back to back that time. They got it in 19. They didn't get it. So it's scary. I probably would go maybe Bayern, maybe I don't know. I can't go over one. I just said that, but I take that back. I'm just thinking about it. I can't go over one thing. But whoever it is in the final, I hope my entire heart that they win and beat Arsenal because this is a nightmare. There's other people making videos about this reaction. You know, all those rival team fans are making this reaction rate because it would be bad. But they carried their way through it. They were favored into the whole thing. Yeah, this random fixture, but no. They were giving them a chance. They want them to win. They really want to give them nags. They seem to like want them to win lately. Because during league, they've had the easiest fixtures so far. Here, they had the easiest fixtures. Then they like their little and they're not the strongest team in the world anyway. Then you may be saying, "Oh, I'm hating on them, I'm around and whatever." No. Don't take me seriously on this. But they dumb throwing blowing fireworks or firecrackers, whatever that crap was in that video. I saw a video of that. They're blowing like fireworks, firecrackers. I don't know what that was. It was either one of the next to their hotel. See, they're already messing up their sleep so that way they won't be up too far in the morning and in the daytime and then for the night against, the game. So they went and then they've been parking the bus and only, let's see, it was only a one nil win. They really struggled. Dean Peter Jury, one of the last game I watched was saying that's how, Arsenal's games was. It was similar to what the bad game City had last time. That's what he was saying. But, it was like, just like that. Because he said he had, was he a commentator? I don't know. He was saying, this is what we watched. He was telling the other guy next to him that. So, see, they still are not that good. That's why it would be really bad for them to win it, too. Hopefully, Bayern or Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, can win this. This is the absolutely worst 48 hours ever in watching the sport. And supporting one of their rival teams because this is definitely bad news for the league. Bad. Other people made videos on this already. Because the other teams, they'll be saying, yeah, but they, they'll never, no one's ever gonna hear the end of it if it happens. The hell's gonna break loose. No one's ever gonna hear the end of it. No one will ever hear the end of it. So I'm speechless. Definitely not happy at all to see them in the final. When I found that out, I was mad. Wow, this is shocking. I hope my hardest that they don't go through, that they don't win. Because you already see they got a big advantage in the league now. I doubt that they're definitely going to win the league. They really would have to screw up. They really would have to ruin it. They really would have to be all shooken up, and or he would just mess everything up for the Champions League final. Absolutely not. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.